intense crumpling, very small pieces to very large pieces, and then back to small pieces just did not make any sense at all.
One piece of wreckage stands out.
Those numbers. I've seen them somewhere else.
I came across quite a large piece of skin which had got penciled numbers written on the inside close to the stringers. Those are the horizontal stiffening pieces or the fuselage. I had never seen that piece before, but I remembered somewhere seeing another piece with penciled numbers on. I couldn't remember exactly where. I had a rough idea, so I just went looking.
Gotcha. Can you remove that piece for me, please?
Eventually I found it in the forward fuselage, and the numbers ran consecutively from the piece in the forward fuselage to the piece in the rear.
Okay. A little bit further down, a little bit further down, a little bit further. That's it. That's where you belong. Lovely. Could you wire them in?
And that was the first bit, and that gave us a total confidence that, yeah, okay, that this is going to work.
Once all the debris is checked and moved to the correct position, evidence of a missile hit on the front of the aircraft is gone.
We could quite clearly see that there had been no explosion of the missile outside in the areas that previous commissions going right back to the early stages, but as predicted,
we had hooked up most of the skin correctly, so a pattern of inside debris would have seen mid-teen sound at least, but there was no sign of that at all.
The reassembled fuselage reveals a new hole in the back of the plane. It appears to have been caused by a bomb.
So look what we've got. Yes, we know what that is.
Investigators study more wreckage from that part of the plane.
What have we got here? Well, look at you.
The steel wash basin has been bent upwards by an explosion. Just what investigators would expect to see if a bomb exploded in the rear lavatory.
the more we discovered, the more they all pointed back to an explosion in the rear toilet area.
Taylor and his team finally have enough evidence to say what brought down Itavia Flight 870.
I think it was a bomb.
There was no eureka moment. We just, from there, it was just a gradual process of finding more evidence and no contradictory evidence.
There's just one more test they need to do to be sure.
Okay. Blow it up and see what happens.
This would be now lodged in the public's eye.
This time in his mouth.
3 years ago, when Bucky's cancer was first diagnosed, it was a treatment that nearly killed him, and Greg was convinced he was going to lose him.
The time and the little
Sure they do, and we've seen that even, I would like to reiterate that I want to be very careful not to blame the German politicians at large, because I think people have been very, very careful.
These guys answered that.
Our goal is to turn this trash into treasure. Oh, giddy up. Holy shnikes.
Let's go. Friday, HGTV. 1 half of 4 oats.
My life's been about 2 passions. So we're going to rip all this stuff out. I've been restoring homes for 30 years. And the next project is the toughest one yet. You got to move it. It's wrong. 1787 farmhouse. We got to put this up today. Yeah, it's got to go down. Oh. I'll not be doing it alone, but I'll have my hand in everything.
Dow's Restoration on Call. Wednesday, 6:30 on HGTV.
Over here. See these windows?
Way against that.
Is there an effective way against that? Have you any more opinion?
The most effective way is not to exploit people and try to take things as they are. I mean, to explain the situation as a shooter, a bomber, a person who is a killer, but not to go to the point of adding adjectives like religion that don't really tell you anything, because that category is way too big to have.
What time is it?
12:49.
Specs Strongers at defensive forwards. Jack Stevens to the square. Emery trying to shuttle through.
Ford's hardcore winter sale. All winter clearance clothing is at least 40% off.
On everything that was covered. It was the food that spoiled my town.
Try Ross.
Sign on to be a part-time. He needs me. Lavatory to test their theory that a bomb brought down Flight 870. If the shattered pieces match Flight 870's debris,
Okay, let's go see how we did.
it will provide strong evidence that they're right. The explosion creates distinctive damage. It's nearly identical to what was seen in the debris from the lavatory of Flight 870.
Okay, measured that. Yeah.
We were absolutely shocked, yes. Yes, no doubt.
The evidence can't reveal who planted the bomb, but investigators now have a good idea where it was placed. The bomb was probably small enough to hide inside the tissue holder or behind the wash basin.
They put something in there, you reach around behind that and get closer to the aircraft's skin.
Based on the physical evidence, the aircraft's last radar return, and the location of debris, investigators now have a clear picture of Flight 870's final moments.
Italia 870.
Oh, I probably have. Thank you for everything. We'll call you for descent 87.
There's an explosion close to the pylon of the right-hand engine, which caused the right-hand engine to come off.
In less than 10 seconds, the plane breaks apart and plunges into the sea. In 1994, after 4 years of work, Frank Taylor's team files its report. For the first time since the disaster, investigators claim to have indisputable evidence that a bomb blew up Flight 870.
Frank Taylor's team didn't reach any conclusions except ones which were based on hard physical evidence. There was no theorising going on.
870, and orders the government to pay €100 million to the victims' families. The ruling is a relief to the families, but leaves some wondering if important evidence was ignored.
I'm sorry, but Italy is a dreadful place to have an aviation accident. If you want the truth, you're less likely to find it there than just about anywhere else in the world.
For air accident investigator Frank Taylor, the evidence speaks for itself.
We discovered quite clearly that somebody